7 zodiac signs that are most often difficult to live with. Living with someone can be a roller coaster ride. Trust me, I've been there. And it becomes even more interesting when you throw in the zodiac signs. Astrology can provide fascinating insights into personality traits, including those that might make someone a bit challenging as a roommate or partner. While every zodiac sign has its strengths, some tend to display traits like stubbornness, moodiness, or a need for control that can create tension in shared living spaces. Here are 7 zodiac signs that are often considered difficult to live with, and how understanding their quirks can help foster harmony. 1. Aries. Look, living with an Aries can be quite the adventure. They're energetic, enthusiastic, and always up for a challenge. But the adventurous spirit, it can sometimes get a bit, well, overwhelming. Aries are known for their fiery and impulsive nature, and they love to be the leader of the pack, which can sometimes come across as domineering. Impatience is another trait that's often associated with this sign. They want things done, and they want it now, leading to some tension in the household, especially if you're someone who loves to take things slow. Don't get me wrong, an Aries can be a fantastic roommate. They're fun, passionate, and will always keep you on your toes. But their intense energy and impatience can be a bit much for some to handle. 2. Taurus. Taurus roommates. Oh boy, where do I start? I once lived with a Taurus, and let me tell you, it was an experience to remember. Taurus is an earth sign, known for being stubborn and set in their ways. My Taurus roommate, for instance, had a particular way of organizing the kitchen. It was her system, and only her system. If I so much as moved a spatula to a different drawer, we'd have a mini standoff. Taurus folks love their comfort, and they enjoy sticking to routines. Yes, this can be great for maintaining cleanliness and order in the house. But when it comes to spontaneity or last-minute changes, you might hit a brick wall. Don't even get me started on their love for luxury. My Taurus roommate had an unwavering commitment to expensive tastes, which often led to disagreements around shared expenses. However, every coin has 2 sides, and living with a Taurus also means you're sharing your space with someone who's reliable, practical, and has an amazing aesthetic sense. 3. Gemini. Living with a Gemini can be like living with 2 different people. You see, Gemini is represented by the twins, which signifies their dual nature. One minute they're the life of the party, and the next they're deep in thought, craving solitude. They're highly communicative and love a good conversation. But their rapid change in moods can make them unpredictable. You never really know which Gemini you're going to get on any given day. Their curiosity and love for variety often lead them to juggle multiple interests at once. Although this can be exciting, it can also lead to chaos, especially if shared spaces start looking like a hobby store exploded. On the upside, living with a Gemini means there's never a dull moment because they're known to be quick-witted, intellectual, and have an infectious energy about them. 4. Virgo. We have Virgo, a sign that will make anyone feel a bit like living in a military base. These Virgos are extremely meticulous, organized, and have an eye for detail. This can be great for maintaining a clean and tidy living space, but it can also make them seem overly critical and difficult to please. Their high standards apply not just to cleanliness, but to almost every aspect of life. A Virgo's expectation of perfection can lead to unnecessary stress in the household, especially if you're someone who prefers a more relaxed approach to life. Virgos are incredibly reliable and practical, though. They're the ones you can count on to remember to pay the utility bill on time or fix that leaky faucet. And not all Virgos are hyper-critical, neat freaks. 5. Scorpio. Scorpios are known for their intensity, passion, and a certain mystery, and they have a reputation for being secretive, and this can sometimes create misunderstandings in a shared living scenario. Once I found myself living with a Scorpio who would spend hours locked in his room, barely socializing. Initially, I took it personally, assuming he was upset with me. It took time to understand that he simply valued his privacy and needed alone time to recharge. Another trait of Scorpios is their emotional depth, so they feel things deeply and don't take betrayal lightly. If someone breaks their trust, even if it's over something minor, like borrowing something without asking, it can lead to major discord. However, Scorpios are also fiercely loyal and make of a protective roommate. They're the ones who will stand up for you when needed. 6. Sagittarius. Folks such as the Sagittarius are known for their love of freedom and adventure. You can expect that. They're always up for a spontaneous road trip or a last-minute party, so living with them can be a lot of fun. But it can also feel like you're constantly on a roller coaster ride. Their spontaneous nature often clashes with routine, and they can struggle with everyday tasks like cleaning or sticking to a schedule. Another aspect to consider is their blunt honesty. A Sagittarius will tell you how it is, without sugarcoating. While their honesty can be refreshing, it can also come across as tactless at times. Regardless of the challenges, being roommates with a Sagittarius also means that life is never boring, as they're optimistic, enthusiastic, and will always keep the energy high. 7. Capricorn. Finally, we have Capricorn, known for their strong work ethic, discipline, and practicality. They're the ones who will have a 5-year plan and stick to it diligently, making them excellent roommates when it comes to responsibilities and financial planning. Unfortunately, their seriousness and rigidity can sometimes make the living environment feel a bit too structured, as they're not big fans of spontaneous changes or disarray. Capricorns also tend to be reserved and might take some time to open up, and this can sometimes be mistaken for aloofness. Keep in mind, though, that their practical nature also makes them reliable. They're the ones who will ensure everything in the house runs smoothly and efficiently. The astrological perspective. Astrology offers a fascinating lens to explore human behavior and relationships, including how we navigate shared living arrangements. While zodiac signs provide insight into personality traits, this video aimed to highlight the diverse dynamics of cohabitation rather than label certain signs as difficult. Ultimately, we are more than our sun signs. Our personalities are a rich tapestry shaped by various astrological influences and unique life experiences. Whether you're living with an impulsive Aries, a meticulous Virgo, or an adventurous Sagittarius, take a moment to appreciate the different hues they bring into your life. At the end of the day, cohabitation is about adjusting, understanding, and respecting each other's spaces and quirks. Perhaps knowing their zodiac sign might just be the key to a harmonious living situation. So friends, now it's your turn. Have you ever been with someone whose habits used to surprise you? Maybe that person is one of these 7 zodiac signs. Comment below. Is your roommate or partner's zodiac sign included in this list? And if yes, do you agree with us or not? We look forward to hearing your story. Share the video with friends and family members who are interested in astrology or who have been difficult to live with. Don't tag them, they'll recognize them. Don't forget to subscribe. If you love such fun, accurate, and relatable astrology videos, join this channel. Every week we bring you such unique insights about you and your relationships. Because relationships are not just about emotions, they're about understanding and acceptance. And astrology can help you with that. So the next time you're wondering what your quirky roommate's antics are, just take a look at their zodiac sign. Maybe their personality is already written in the stars.